yeah, I guess my first question for both of you is, why was there this rush to get married? I know in the premiere, in the clip that's been released, Justin even said maybe you weren't in the right headspace at the time. I know you will. We know there's a second wedding coming up, but what was the rush in the beginning?
For me, like, I don't know, like, I knew it was right, like, for me. So, like, I knew it was right, and, like, I don't know, like, I just wanted to, like, get married. Like, I just was, like, gung-ho about it. Him, I knew probably he was a little bit, like, cold feet, shit.
Well,
like,
I mean, I don't know. Without saying too much, y'all just gonna have to tune in. Touch more.
I think he was a little bit cold-feeted.
It wasn't really cold feet. You just want it to be right.
Yeah.
Especially with being thrown in what I was thrown into. In the situation. And then being put on TV. Like, I didn't never want anybody to say that I was around for the wrong reasons, because it didn't start off like that. I just understand that this is a part of her. So if I want to be around, I have to be a part of it too. But I was really worried about that at the beginning, because people are hateful, and I'm already big on social media. I live stream a lot. So, I didn't want that to affect me. So there was a lot of moving parts, and I just didn't want to be looked at the wrong way or thought that I was just in it for clout, TV show, and money.
And I guess, what was the proposal like? Because I didn't realize it happened while you were in jail.
No, whatever. I proposed to you. I proposed to him. Well, actually, he was in jail.
Yeah.
Because I did have this whole proposal all set up.
Yeah, but that was another problem too, though.
I had a proposal all set up while we were in, like, South Florida. Like, I found myself, or I went to recovery and all that. And he literally, like, when he got locked up, that didn't happen that way. So I just, like, said, it, and just, oops. Bleep, bleep.
We're not live.
Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep.
We're live, yeah.
Bleep, bleep. And, but anyway, and I just asked him why he was in jail. But then I asked him again why he was out, because I did tell him I had this amazing proposal set up to go on the beach and do all that. But, unfortunately, I hadn't already left the beach by the time he got out of jail.
And I know, Justin, you kind of touched on this, but June, were you able to, like, give him advice about being on reality TV? What kind of stuff did you tell him to maybe get you? Because this is a first, and I'm sure a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I just told him, like, just be yourself. Like, just don't worry about the cameras being around. Like, just be natural, whatever. Don't worry about what people say. But, like, when he first, like, started, like, really posting on social media and going live, he was letting that get to him. He was, like, whatever. And I was like, you just got to, like, stop reading the negative comments. Because still today, 12 years later, I get negative comments multiple times on my posts, and I just really don't read them. I mean, because just like you, when you post my content, or when you post anybody's crazy content, you get hate comments up underneath them posts all the time.
Yeah, it's just a part of social media and stuff, but when you've never been in it and then you're thrown into the spotlight, that's one of them things that you got to get used to. That's why I say it's not for everybody. And I've learned to deal with it, and I do deal with it. It doesn't bother me now, but when you're thrown into it, you're just like, man, people say some hateful stuff on social media.
Oh, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm sure you get some hate things sometimes. I mean, even
everybody does.
We all do. We all do, and you just kind of don't look at the comments.
Yeah. Right. I said, if you let the comments eat you up, they will, because when I first started this adventure, now will be 13 years in October. When I started this, I used to go after everybody. Every article y'all used to write about me, anybody wrote about me. Any negative comment, oh man, I used to fight back on social media. But then I had to learn, like, those people really didn't know who I was. And that's what I had to explain to him. Like, those people don't know who you are. All they're doing is sitting behind a computer and they're just drinking they haterade.
And I don't know if you want to get into this. If you don't, that's totally fine. But Justin, how does your family feel about you being on reality show, being on
They're
reality
still
TV?
very much shocked by it.
Well, I can say that his uncle, Poppy, and his sister Heather, and his brother-in-law David are huge fans of the show. So they were really shocked that I was even he was even dating me, to be honest.
Yeah.
He even knew me. So they were really shocked when they actually got to meet me for the first time. And you're going to be able to see his family in this season. So they were kind of unshocked they were shocked with the cameras. So that threw them into the reality world too. So they were kind of nervous
It's
about
definitely new to them.
Yeah. So now now his uncle and his sister and his brother-in-law that were huge fans of the show got to kind of see what it takes to make what it takes to be in the day of our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How
they
the sausage
realize
gets
that
made.
there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
To everything, and like it's a lot. And they're like, wow, the cameras just like follow y'all do this, and I was like, yes, be yourself. Like they're just gonna follow us around, and they're like, wow, this is kind of neat.
I'm sure it's weird to get used to.
Yeah.